Yeah, last night that third shot of Jägermeister seemed like a great idea. This morning, not so much. For those experiencing the infamous New Year's hangover this morning's Health Watch can help ease the pain. Here with hangover tips to treat your aching head, our editor-at-large of Men's Health magazine, Matt Bean. Matt, good to see you. How you feeling this morning?
Feeling pretty good. That's because I followed all the tips that we're going to talk about here today.
All right, sounds good. Now, Rebecca tells me that you can get really dry when you're drinking if you drink a lot. So you should have lots of water. At some point, what point do you start drinking water?
You start drinking water even before you start drinking alcohol.
Is that right?
It's a pro move. You want to have as much water in you as possible because alcohol actually interferes with your body's ability to retain water. It inhibits a hormone called vasopressin, which is an anti-diuretic. So forget about the technical stuff, though.
Right.
Drink one water for each drink that you have. Tell the bartender, give me some water, and keep it coming.
And you say start drinking water before you start
Absolutely.
drinking the
all
other
about
stuff.
hydration.
One myth out there is coffee. Drink coffee, your hangover's gone in a heartbeat. What's the truth?
The truth is that coffee can actually be conflicting because sometimes caffeine can cause headaches, sometimes caffeine can help headaches. It's all about the personal feeling that you get from coffee. If you need it in the morning and not having that coffee is going to make you feel even worse, then you should go with it. But remember, coffee also dehydrates you. So you want to make sure that you continue to drink water. Like I said, you drink water, slam of water before you go to bed, slam of water when you get up in the morning.
Okay. Also, we've got some toast and crackers. So you say this is good for a hangover as well?
Well, everybody always says, this is a little bit of a myth, everybody always says that bread soaks up the alcohol the next day. Well, the fact is, it's already out of your stomach. You know, it's into your intestines, it's being absorbed, it's being metabolized. The good thing about carbs like this is that they actually boost your blood sugar levels. And sometimes your liver is so busy metabolizing that alcohol that your blood sugar levels aren't allowed to come back up to normal. So you're irritated, you're cranky, and sometimes you've got a headache. That's why sometimes it's a good time to go with the carbs.
Okay, any idea, any point in time when this is a good idea to do this? Or?
Good in the morning. I wouldn't do it before you go to bed.
Okay, all right. We've got some medicine here. People say you got a hangover, take some aspirin.
That's right. You just have to be you have to be careful about the acetaminophen. Sometimes there can be a conflicting effect in the liver.
Yeah.
You want to, if you do use it because it makes you feel better, just go with a couple of them. Don't overdo it.
Yeah, all these say, I mean, beware of liver damage if you drink and take this stuff.
Yeah, you definitely can't medicate yourself away from a hangover.
Gotcha. Anything in particular that's better than anything else? Plain aspirin, Advil, anything?
People respond to different drugs differently, so it's really what works best with you. But stay away from acetaminophen if you can.
Okay, we've got some vitamins here.
That's right. Vitamins B6 and B12, they're actually prevented from being absorbed into your body by alcohol. So the next day when you wake up, you want to get some supplements, or you can go some eggs, banana, milk, and some cereal. You'll get the same stuff out of those as well, but they'll definitely make you feel worse if they're not in your body. So supplements or a nice balanced breakfast.
The next day when you wake up.
The next day.
Okay, all right. Exercise, you say, can be a good idea.
It's always a good idea, but not for the reasons that people think. People say, oh, you got a hangover, go sweat it out. Well, it might make you feel better, but not because you're sweating it out. The only thing that helps you metabolize alcohol is time. You metabolize about 1 drink per hour. So what we're saying here is if you want to go to the gym, that's fine. You know, you may feel better because naturally exercise releases endorphins, and endorphins make you feel better. So.
Okay, a couple of myths we want to debunk or
let's debunk the myths. I
verify here.
I see a Bloody Mary here.
This Bloody Mary looks pretty good. And there's one myth that the hair of the dog. Okay, you're not feeling well. Have a Bloody Mary. Have some more alcohol. Oh my gosh, we've already got the up. That's apparently not a good idea, right, Matt?
I think Bloody Marys are always a good idea the next day, but not because they're going to help you with that hangover. The fact is, when you have zero alcohol in your system, that's when the hangover symptoms are the worst. So if you're going to have a Bloody Mary, it's just going to prolong that crash.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's a lot of other stuff in a Bloody Mary that you might need. You've got obviously some fruit in here from the Northern Illinois Bloody Mary family. We like as much stuff in there as possible, so you can obviously get some nutrition in it as well. But generally speaking, hair of the dog, it's not going to cure your hangover. It's just going to put it off till later.
Again, very quickly, Rebecca tells me if you eat greasy food, after a hangover, this will absorb.
These are not fresh French fries.
Well, we do our best. Times are hard, Matt. Greasy food, good idea.
Greasy food's a good idea before you start drinking because the grease in the food can actually coat your intestines and slow down the absorption of alcohol. But the day after, it's just going to be one more thing for your system to deal with. I'd say stay away from the greasy food. There it is.
There it is.
There's the buzzer.
There it is, the buzzer. Good gosh. Matt, good to see you.
Likewise.
Happy New Year to you. And I was just joking about Rebecca. She didn't say anything.